Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be doing my review of Wicked, which is currently playing at the Apollo Victoria Theatre in the West End in London. I put a little poll up and asked if you guys wanted a review and like 97% of you said yes, so I'm going to do a little review for you today. Before I get into the video, do not forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I put up 2 new videos a week, might be changing that soon to 3, but I'm going to try and figure it out and I'll let you know. And let's get into the video. So, I was very kindly gifted tickets to go and watch Wicked last week by Official London Theatre. So, myself and my friend Jordan went to watch Wicked last week. It was so funny because I ended up then going to watch it again the next night because my friend was on for her track. She's actually a swing in the show at the moment, so I got to watch her the next night, and it was really actually amazing watching it 2 nights in a row because I saw completely different shows because there were understudies on, so things were kind of swapped around. Firstly, if you don't know what Wicked is about, it's kind of like a prequel to The Wizard of Oz. I'm sure everyone knows The Wizard of Oz, but it's basically a film from a long time ago. Judy Garland played Dorothy, and it's all about her like going to this land called Oz and she has to follow the Yellow Brick Road. But Wicked is kind of like the story before that, and it kind of incorporates that into the end. But it's basically about 2 girls, Elphaba and Galinda, who kind of go to school together, form an unlikely friendship, and it's kind of all about how good and evil are perceived and how things aren't always as they seem, and it just tells the story from a different kind of view, and it's just so clever. Let me just get the information up because I'm probably going to say everything wrong. Let's Wikipedia it. Okay, there's a little synopsis here, so I'm just going to briefly read you a little bit of that because it'll probably explain it better than I ever would. When Dorothy famously triumphed over the Wicked Witch of the West, we only ever heard one side of the story. Blah, 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 blah. Wicked tells the incredible untold story of an unlikely but profound friendship between 2 young women who first meet as sorcery students at Shiz University. The blonde and very popular Glinda, and a misunderstood green girl named Elphaba. Following an encounter with the wonderful wizard, like the Wizard of Oz, their friendship reaches a crossroads and their lives take very different paths. Glinda's unflinching desire for popularity sees her seduced by power, while Elphaba's determination to remain true to herself and to those around her will have unexpected and shocking consequences for her future. Their extraordinary adventures in Oz will ultimately see them fulfill their destinies as Glinda the Good and Wicked Witch of the West. That is a really good description. It's based on a book, which I actually have somewhere, and I have no idea where it is, so I'm going to have to rebuy it again because I really want to read it. It's based on a book called, where is it? Wicked, The Life and Times of the Wicked Witch of the West by Gregory Maguire. So it's all based around his novel. And Stephen Schwartz wrote the music and the lyrics as well, and it is just one of my absolute favourite scores ever. The show is just absolutely amazing. I've loved it for a really, really long time. But the experience of going to watch the show was also brilliant. It's such a great location, firstly, of a theatre. It's right outside Victoria Station, which is good for people to know, like if you're travelling up from, you know, out of London and you want to know how long it's going to take you to get to the theatre once you, say, get off the train or the tube. Really, really close, really accessible. And there's loads of good restaurants around as well, so if you want to kind of make a day of it, go up for some food. There's some nice shops around as well. All the inside is amazing. There's great merchandise. If you're someone that likes merchandise, you're going to love it. There's a blooming snow globe. So if you want to pick up a t-shirt or something, they have all of that there, as well as programs, and they have, you know, obviously a bar and then loads of sweets. Jordan got a pick and mix. I got chocolate buttons. And the front of house team were all really lovely, really, really helpful, helped us find our seats really easily. Seats-wise, both times I was in the stalls and had an amazing view. One time I was like, maybe 4th row back, which was so cool, and then the other time I was like a little bit further back, but it was still like I could see the whole stage. It was just brilliant. I've never sat up in the top bit, but I do know people that have, and they've said it's also a really great view, like on the dress circle. As far as the performance went, I had like I've said before, I had really varying shows, which I thought was so nice. I absolutely love when I go to see a show and there's understudies on. Obviously it's lovely to see the people who play the parts as well because they're amazing, and actually the people playing Elphaba and Glinda at the moment are just absolutely brilliant. So Alice Fern plays Elphaba usually. I think Alice Fern is absolutely amazing, and I remember I feel like I've been like a fan of her for ages because I went to watch her with my family. I think it was, can't remember how long ago it was, but we went up to London for my birthday when I didn't live in London. We travelled up to London for my birthday and we went to watch Shrek at the Theatre Royal Drury Lane, and that was when Amanda Holden was playing Princess Fiona, but she was off that day and the understudy was on, which I was really excited about because I love seeing understudies, like I've just said. And Alice Fern was actually understudy Fiona, and we watched her, and my whole family were like, wow, she is amazing. Obviously now she's playing Elphaba and she's done some other amazing stuff too. I still haven't seen her play Elphaba, but I would love to because I've heard she's absolutely amazing. So we ended up on the first day that I went to watch it having a completely different Elphaba and Glinda. So we had Maria Coyne on for Glinda and we had Amy Fisher on for Elphaba. So got to see two completely different people play the part. So that was on the first day. And on the second day we actually saw Sophie Evans as Glinda, who plays the part usually. And then we had Laura Pick as Elphaba, who is standby for Elphaba. So I got to see 4 completely different performances and they were all amazing. Like, it was so nice to see different people's takes on the parts. You would never know they didn't play the parts normally. So that's why if you are going to see a show and you see that an understudy is on, don't be disheartened or disappointed, because they're playing the part for a reason and they were all fantastic and you would never know that they didn't do it every night. So if you ever do see that an understudy is on, don't think, oh, I'm gonna get a rubbish show or be disappointed, because they're all brilliant. And it really just like made 2 completely different shows. Big shout out to the ensemble as well, because they were amazing. They like brought the show to life, and the choreography is insane in Wicked. It's absolutely incredible. The ensemble had such strong voices and such a strong presence, and just really made like the scenes come to life. The set is beautiful. The costumes are unreal. When I went to see it the second night, we went out for a drink afterwards with my friend Bex, who is in the show, and she was saying, like, she was telling us all about the costumes, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like, they sound unreal. I can definitely see why Wicked has been running for as long as it has, because it is fantastic. There's also a UK tour that I think is, I don't know if I think it's still on or maybe it's just finished, but it's definitely been touring recently as well. It is incredible. If you love musicals, if you love a good story, you love amazing singing, amazing acting, and just like gorgeous dancing, and if you just want a good night out, a fantastic night out, definitely would recommend going to see Wicked. It is so good. So I will pop a link to Official London Theatre down below where you can get tickets, and yeah, I would definitely recommend going to see Wicked if you haven't seen it yet. Even if you have seen it, go and watch it again, because it's just really, really good. So yeah, that is my little review of Wicked, the musical. I hope that you enjoyed this video and found it useful if you are trying to find a show to go and watch in the West End, or if you're thinking of getting someone a gift for like their birthday or something and you want to get them tickets to the theatre. Always a good gift. I would definitely be happy if someone got me that for my birthday, that's for sure. Let me know if there are any other shows that you would like to see me review, and I would be more than happy to. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up so that I know, and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a lovely rest of the day, and I'll see you again in the next one.